Good morning everybody. My name is Lynn. Welcome to my channel. I own and operate an Etsy store by the name of Pretty Paper Crafts 67. I'm also a new design team member for Fiona Coley at Lavender Blu. You can find Fiona on Facebook, Instagram, Etsy, and she has her own website. I will link all her social media links below in the description box. Fiona creates beautiful printable images, digital kits. If you like to work with digitals, hop on over to her Etsy store. She has a vast array of printables in many different designs, something there to suit everybody. For my very first design team project with Fiona, I have chosen the pink Floral Dreams ephemera kit, and I have made an ephemera bundle. It's a beautiful kit, a very vintage style, which is something that I relate to very well. Yeah, so we'll just have a look through at what I've created out of this beautiful kit. There is 10 pages in this kit, and I've pretty much used everything apart from a couple of bits and pieces, but I'll explain that as we go. Just a really lovely kit if you aspire to a vintage style. So in the kit I have just bundled it together with some lavender seam binding, which I thought there is no lavenders in there, but it just matched it really well. So in the kit there were ACT cards, journal cards, large tags, left and right side single pocket inserts, quite an array of things in this kit. So let's just go through and I'll show you what I've made. So first of all, I just made a couple of little clusters. These were the ACT size printable, but I've just cut them down to make these tiny little embellishments. I've teamed them up with some lace. I've machine sewn in a real messy stitch around them just to add some texture, and distress inked all the edges. I've teamed them onto some coffee dye paper, and these are great little extras to your journals. You can slip them in tuck spots, you can embellish other objects throughout your journal. Just really pretty. I don't know if you can see that very well, but gorgeous rose images throughout this entire kit. Beautiful colours, dusky pinks, light pinks, there's like aubergines, just beautiful colours throughout. So I just did two of the little clusters. Also in the kit you will get 2 mini envelopes. Isn't that pretty? It's like a harlequin background with a dusky rose and a light pink. I've just left them fairly plain because they're just so pretty as they are, but I've just teamed them with a stamp and some post stamp images from Stampin' Up, and I've backed them onto some coffee dye paper and just machine stitched around the edges and distressed everywhere, and they're just gorgeous to add into your tuck spots. You can do envelope stacks, you can do all types of things with these little envelopes. They're just really beautiful. So you get 2 of those. In the kit you get an assortment of larger journaling cards, so I've used these in a few different ways. First of all, I have done this. These are 2 of the journal cards, the sizes, but I've created a little notebook with these 2. So I've just backed it onto some music paper. I've got a little pocket here in the front which you can stick a little tag or some ephemera in there. These are just from the Tim Holtz Ideology, but I've teamed it up with one of the little discs that come in the kit, and I've just made a little notepad there from coffee dye paper, and that again on the back is another one of the journal cards in the kit. I've used a cloth hinge, just some calico, and yeah, machine stitched and distress inked around all the edges on this one. So they're so sweet to just tuck into your pockets or your tuck spots throughout your journals. Then I've used 2 more of the larger journaling cards as journaling cards. Again, machine stitched, distress inked. I've used fabric ruffles for the pull and just teamed them onto some coffee dye paper. They're a really nice size for a journal card. And again, the beautiful rose images, harlequin print background. Very, very pretty kit, this one. In the kit you get 2 large envelopes. This one here I wanted to embellish with lace. I don't know if you can see that in the camera. I've got a tiny little acrylic clear bead on there. The image that I have used is the image that's printed onto the envelope, but I just wanted to give it a 3D effect. I've teamed it up with some cheesecloth, some lace, heavy lace, beautiful butterfly backgrounds on this envelope, and then on the back I've just put a wax seal, which was quite fitting. It had a little butterfly on there which matched the background, and inside the envelope I've included another one of the journal cards from the kit, which again is machine stitched, distress inked, and and coffee dye paper backed. So yeah, there's such pretty images, really. They are so antique, vintage looking, just beautiful. So that's envelope number 1. And then this one is the second envelope in the kit, and I thought it's such a beautiful image, I just thought I would leave this one quite plain. Just added a stamp and some postal stamp images, Stampin' Up stamps. And yeah, so that's that one. This machine stitched again and distress inked. And inside I've backed this one onto some pink cardstock, and I've just done some stenciling, a floral stencil on the inside of this one, and again teamed it up with another really pretty little journal card as part of the kit. So again, backed onto coffee dye, really, really messy machine stitching all around that one. So that's the 2 larger envelopes that you get in the kit. Please excuse all that messaging. In the kit also you receive 4 of these 1 pocket inserts. I've only made up 2 of them. There's 2 that face to the left and 2 that face to the right. But yeah, I've just made up the 2. So I've done them fairly identical to each other. I've just put I've sewn some lace down the side. I've stamped the background with some French script. Used another one of the ACT cards as a focal point. Just put a little butterfly die cut here, and Keepsake is a digital print that I had in my Etsy store. And I've just tucked into there another one of the little ACT cards that come with the kit. So that's that one. And this one here is again a mirror image of that one, but the butterflies are more of an aubergine colour and the focal point is slightly different. The French script, the lace, and another one of the little ATC cards backed onto some coffee dye. So they're really, really sweet, and they look so nice in journals. Just adhere to your page. You can stick them into your page. You can have the top pocket here. You can have a side pocket there, as well as have your little pocket in there. So they're really, really sweet. This one here, part of the kit again, is a paper bag. I love to alter paper bags. I just think they turn out beautifully. So this one, I have used another one of the journaling cards on the front and created a pocket. I've just put little embellishments from the Tim Holtz Ideology on the front, so it's got like a pocket on a pocket on a pocket. Inside the front pocket, I've just included a little tag, which I've used another one of the ACT cards from the kit and just done a little bit of machine sewing there, so that one slips in there. And then this one here is a large tag that I've made of collage with music paper, coffee dye, and I've just used some of the background paper that I had left over from Fiona's kit, the beautiful butterfly image there. And I've just teamed them up with some satin ribbon from my stash that I think match it quite well. Such a pretty kit, this one. This has got like the damask background, beautiful colours in the dusky pink and then the lighter pink, powder pink or baby pink, whatever you want to call it. Again, machine stitched and coffee dyed, and I've just cut out a little pull section there so that you can know that it's a little tuck pocket. So that's the altered paper bag in the kit. In the kit you get four large tags. So I've taken 2 and I've just backed them onto a larger tag for a border. I've stamped it's like an old receipt stamp. I did get it from Wish, so I can't give you a name, a manufacturing name, because Wish doesn't do that. But yeah, so I've just backed it onto there. This here is the actual tag from the kit. You also get these round discs in the kit. So I've just sewn it onto the tag, machine sewed, coffee, distress inked. I've added the little tag and a little tiny pearl button with a bob pin. So yeah, I've done 2 of those in this one, and again just back them onto some coffee dye and include and you know, put some ribbon to kind of match the colours in the kit. So 2 of those large tags done like that, and then there's the other 2 tags, but with this one I've just made a like a page, I don't know what you call it. I'll show you in a journal what I do with these. So on a blank page in a journal, you can just kind of flip it over the page like that. Great for bookmarks, that type of thing. They just make a pretty focal point. And I have just got some coffee dyed grid paper on there for journaling spaces. Again, it has a fabric hinge and a machine stitching and distress inking all around. And I've just included again a couple of these little acrylic clear beads, I guess you call them. They're not really beads, they're a flat back. These come from Which Craft Do You Do? And yeah, just another little example of what you can do with large tags. And this one here is a 3D image. I've just got some cheesecloth underneath it to lift it a little bit. Really beautiful. Again, it's got that damask background on both of those, and that's the back of it is another one of the tags. So that's the 4 large tags that you get in the kit. Pack this one away. And last but not least, every time I do a journal, I always try to include a fabric flip into all of my journals. So I thought, why not do it with this one as well? So again, this is one of the larger journaling cards, one of the round discs. And I've just teamed that with different types of laces, calico, some embroidery on glaze, and just sewing them all together. They just make really pretty additions to junk journals. Yeah, you can, easy to do. You just basically grab bits and pieces and sew them all together. So that is the kit in its entirety. It's really a lovely kit to work with. This would lend itself beautifully to a vintage rose kit, vintage rose junk journal, or a botanical floral theme, a ladies journal, anything with pinks through it, roses. There's so many uses for this kit in junk journaling. So yeah, I hope that I've given you some inspiration. Go on over to Fiona Coley Lavender Blu on Etsy, and you can see she has this kit as well as a full kit of this with pages, and that's what I thought I would do for my February design team project, is make the journal with the same kit, and then I can show you how I can incorporate all these embellishments or junk journal inserts, ephemera bundle into the journal. So yeah, so thank you very much for visiting my video today. It is Monday here in Australia. We're having the Australia Day long weekend. Today's the public holiday. It's still very, very hot out there. Summer is always hot in Queensland, where I come from. But still beautiful sunny days. So I hope everybody is enjoying their Australia Day holiday if you're in Australia. Thank you so much for spending time with me this morning. And yes, please do go over and have a look at Fiona Coley's Etsy shop, Lavender Blu, which I'll put the links below. Alright, have a lovely day. Thanks very much for watching. Bye bye.